It was good. Welcome to Awakening Mode, first episode. You already know. So, yeah, I just want to give a heads up. This is kind of like a podcast thing I'm trying to do. You know, just a daily talk about current events of video games, mass media, technology, you know, comics, manga, anime, all that and above, centered around that. So yeah, just got off of work. Yeah, I work nighttime shift, so get off like around this time. So yeah, probably if you're tuned in late night, you might be able to catch this. If not, I'll probably might do it at different times depending on the day. So yeah, about to get started on my drive home right now. Oh man, a long day. Okay. So yeah, and today was a big day from what I've seen on the news and gaming news wise. So I see that Xbox finally shot their shot and announced the, what is it called, Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, which, yeah, I might have to go on a whole conversation about that. But yeah, Xbox Series X, $500, November 10th. Yeah, that's something to look forward to. But yeah, I can't lie. In regards to the Xbox Series X, it's like it's the elephant in the room. You know, right now, currently, Microsoft with their current launch for the Xbox Series X and Series S is very lacking, very much lacking, to the point where it's like the only positive side towards them announcing it is the fact that Xbox Series S, is like $300. That, I can't lie, is very attractive in regards to the price. Now the Xbox Series X being priced $500, yeah, that I can't lie. Yeah, that's pretty decent actually. Based on the specs they showed and what it could do, pretty decent. And on top of that, when you add Xbox Game Pass to that actually sounds pretty sweet. Xbox Game Pass on the Series S probably work perfectly, since, you know, it's all digital. It doesn't even have a disc drive, from my understanding. But yeah, I personally, I'm not thinking about it, or I'm thinking about getting it. I'm like holding my breath, waiting to see what Sony comes out with, because PS5 has to come out this year now, since Xbox Series X is going to come out November 10th. So if anything, if they come out, PS5 most likely would have to come out October-ish, like maybe the end of October, if anything. That probably would be a good point to just, you know, over Trump Microsoft with the whole Xbox Series X. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Like, the one thing Sony has that's like a big plus is obviously they have exclusives. And Xbox right now, currently, they don't really have a whole bunch of exclusives, at least not at launch. From what I read on GameSpot, it seems like their exclusives, the most, like probably Halo was delayed, and then all the rest of their exclusives won't be able to come out until like at least a year or two after the console launch. That's like insane. But I don't know. I know, like, down the road, they probably gonna come through Microsoft with some good heat. But right now, Sony probably gonna take that attention. I pretty much see Sony gonna take that attention. But here's the thing, though, I can't lie. The Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X, with the whole Game Pass thing, I never had an Xbox, never owned it, but I can't lie. When they announced that whole Game Pass thing, and I was like, really intrigued because I really wish Sony had something like that. And you can't tell me, oh, they have PlayStation Now, this is similar. PlayStation Now is like, it feels so outdated, like it's so ancient. Like every time I try to interact with it or play with it, that's why every time I, get probably like 1 month or 2 months just to try it out or whatnot, I always end up canceling it because it's like, it doesn't seem worth the while. But Game Pass, it seems like every month I'm hearing something good on Game Pass in regards to the games and everything like that. And then on top of that, they announced that EA Play, the service, I believe, that you can play the EA games and download, it's free of charge included with the Game Pass. So that's a good positive. That's a good positive. So Xbox got a lot to lean on in regards to the past, but when we're talking about the future, they're not really showing much. Nothing at all. So we're going to see. Sony probably going to announce something pretty soon. Pretty soon. Like, I could picture them announcing something close to the next week or two, if anything. But yeah, PS5, I can't lie. It all depends on like what they're gonna do because they have nothing to do to compete with the Xbox Series S, which they don't really need to compete with it because they got the digital version for the PS5 that's discless, that doesn't have a disc drive in it. But at the same time, it's not going to be $300. I doubt it's going to be that much. It's probably going to be at least $400, $450. If anything, I can picture Sony announcing the PS5 like around $450, maybe $500, maybe $450, just to like get the price below Xbox, just so they could probably try to beat it during the holiday season. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because technically the Xbox Series X is a little bit more powerful spec-wise. Well, it depends because the specs for the PS5 and Xbox Series X is very similar. But they have their strengths in different categories and whatnot. So it's hard to say. But most people, when they compare it, they kind of lean towards the Xbox Series X being a little bit more powerful. But then again, Sony does look like they're having a lot of stuff in the background feature-wise and also spec-wise for the PS5, and so we have to wait and see because Sony been giving us droplets of information in regards to the PS5 while Xbox been like throwing everything at the wall like, hey, here's this, here's that. They trying to get people hyped up for the Xbox Series X, but the hype, at least in my opinion, it's barely there, just barely. But we'll see. Only time will tell in the next couple of weeks. Might get a surprise game announcement exclusive for Xbox or something. Or Sony might announce their release date and price, hopefully. And also, with Nintendo news actually, I see that Nintendo are asking developers to have their Switch games 4K ready. Now, I have a Nintendo Switch, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I am a huge fan of the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch been very, 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 very dear to me, especially in recent times as I became a father recently, these past years, as I have two beautiful little girls, and as any parent would know, having two beautiful girls, both under the age of 2, it could be very much, handful in regards to time and whatnot. So I don't really have a lot of time to indulge in the PS4 like I used to. And to be honest, all honesty, I have a PS4 Pro and I touch it and I try my best to hop on the streams and create content. But there's one deciding factor that makes me lean towards a Switch in these past couple of months. It's the PS4 Pro fan. Oh my gosh, the fan sounds like a jet engine sometimes about to take off. Like literally, it depends on what game you're playing, but if you're playing a AAA high profile game, best believe your PS4 is going to be screaming for help. man, I can't tell you how hard it was just to try to get through God of War with the PS4. Like every time, it just game is beautiful. Story, oh my gosh, I can't wait for the second God of War. Like, mwah, it's perfect. But man, that fan was annoying on some parts of the gameplay. Like I'm just hearing the fan scream. Man, but yeah, like with the Switch, I can't lie. If they do announce a new model of the Switch that has 4K, I might have to get it day one because the Switch is like been very clutch for me at least. And like the whole idea of the Switch of like you playing handheld and you just like a lot of these games are coming out for the Switch and they're like handheld. Yeah, so it's like the Switch has been very useful. Yo, what's good? Gino, yeah, PS5 all day. You already know. But I can't lie though. Them announcing the Switch, well, not announcing, the information being leaked that the Switch might be 4K ready, or at least it might hint towards a new model. I can't lie. I might have to indulge in that because, shoot, Gino, you know I've been on the Switch heavy, so you already know. But PS5, yeah, I'm waiting. How you feel about the news for Xbox Series X being $500? I can't lie, it seems like a decent price. PS5, they might most likely have to price it in that type of range. They got to, because it's going to be hard to compete with the Xbox on that price, especially the Series S. The Series S is perfect entry for next gen for people that like, you know, on the budget or just doesn't have the funds to go full next gen. If anything, Sony should have been smart to have something similar like that. But we'll see. I can't say much because we don't know yet in regards to the pricing for the digital edition of the PS5. It might be something low, something similar to the Series X. I mean Series S. We don't know. But yeah, the Nintendo Switch 4K ready. That right there, like the words is kind of tricking me because it says 4K ready. So what is, I don't know what that means exactly. Like in regards to like going forward, they're gonna have a new Switch model that's gonna play 4K games, or are they gonna go back and have updates for their previous games to be 4K ready? As like for example, if they do come out with a new Switch model and basically they have it 4K on there and whatnot, I'm assuming by the term 4K ready, they're talking about like previous titles, like for example, The Witcher 3 on the Switch to be upgraded, you know, updated to 4K for whatever new model of the Switch that's going to come out. Because sources been tell that there's definitely a new Switch model in the works, definitely. And I can't lie, I'm excited for that because the Switch is golden, but I can't lie, there's, you know, certain flaws for the Switch, like, you know, drift and, you know, certain issues that occurred that a lot of people probably had dealt with the Switch. So yeah, hopefully they take all those flaws out and just improve on the Switch, because it's not really like much in regards to, oh wait, third-party support. Maybe like more third-party support. That'll probably be on the top of my list. And I can't lie, they have to come out with more original content, if anything. Like, because I can't lie, the ports and the remasters for the Switch have been nice and all, and I mess with them, but I want some new original content on the Switch. Like that new Zelda game that was just announced yesterday. It's the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. It's definitely going to get that. Whoa, wait. I digress, because I still need to beat the original Hyrule Warriors on the Switch. So I'm going to have to get through that, but I'm definitely going to mess with the new one. And especially since it's a prequel story to Breath of the Wild, which I have not beat. I can't lie, I need to go back and beat Breath of the Wild. So hopefully by the time I play that game, maybe it might like open up my appetite to go back and play Breath of the Wild and finally beat it. Like, I can't even lie, there is a long line in regards to my backlog for games for Switch and PS4. Man. Yeah, I can't lie. Sony definitely have to do that, because that would be the only thing to like. Okay, like exclusive wise, Sony knows that they probably have it. Like they have the games, so probably price wise would be the issue. Like, because the way the PS5 looking like, it might be $500, or it probably could be even more, depending on the specs. I mean, it's justifiable, but if they want to like win this holiday season, they definitely probably gonna have to undercut. Probably $450 if anything. Hey, what's good, bro? Not much. Just over here on my way home. Just doing a little chat, whatnot, talking about the current talks of next gen. Since Xbox announced their Xbox Series X release date, and also announced the price. Yeah, it's good to talk with you too. Yeah, I'm gonna try to definitely keep up with this. Like, I'm gonna try to use this like in a way to, you know, a little podcasting or whatnot on my way home, because I'll be having like a long drive home, so perfect time to like do this and kill time. But yeah, the Sony definitely gonna have to step it up with the price. They're gonna have to straight up undercut the Xbox. Nah, right now currently it's like probably like around 4 o'clock a.m. if anything. I gotta check and see. Yeah, 4:03 on the dot. 4:03 a.m. It's early morning. I didn't even know you was based in England. I just realized that. That's what's up. Oh yeah, that time zone definitely different over there. 9? You said 9 a.m.? Oh, it's not even that much of a difference. That's like what, 5-hour difference? Okay, that's cool. I didn't even know that. Let's see. Turn over here. Yeah, nice little time gap. I definitely gotta get back in that Discord to set up a time and date for that Marvel movie thing. I've been meaning to do that myself, to be honest. I go back and watch the Marvel movies from the first one chronologically. I'm dropping a little bit too slow. But yeah, definitely. We're glad to hop in Discord and talk about that. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Next gen talk with PS5 and PS5 and Xbox Series X. I'm just gonna call it Series X, because saying Xbox Series X is like a handful, to be honest. So I'm just gonna say Series X. So Gino, I wanted to ask, you think that Spider-Man Miles Morales might be a launch title? Because I can't lie, I would love for it to be a launch title. If it is a launch title, I can't lie, it would entice me to get the PS5 ASAP, because you already know, big Marvel fan here. So might have to definitely get that day one. Because if other than that, if not, then I probably might wait, but we'll see. It all depends on how the launch lineup looking like. Like, it'll be golden if they launch with the new Ratchet and Clank. That would be like awesome. I would freak out, because I would definitely have to get that. Yeah, we'll see. But in regards to next gen talk, I predict PS5 will. I mean, Sony with PS5, they're gonna remain on top. They're not gonna step down, and Xbox is not gonna exceed, surpass, or do anything to beat Sony right now. Currently, the reason why I say that because right now they're kind of taking the casual approach, in my opinion. Oh yeah, the Ratchet and Clank, that reboot, it was decent. Graphics like A1, and the story and everything involved in it was decent. Like I definitely messed with Ratchet and Clank. I played that series since PS2 days. Man, that take me back. Ratchet and Clank was like awesome. I remember Ratchet and Clank was actually one of the first games I went online with my PS2. I remember I got the network adapter from GameStop and put on my PS2, and I had played Ratchet and Clank. I think it was Up Your Arsenal, or no, Deadlock. Ratchet and Clank Deadlock, and then Jack X Racing, Combat Racing. That was my first time experiencing online and stuff. Man, that takes me back. Those were the good old days. Good old days, man. Ratchet and Clank Deadlock. I wouldn't even mind a remastered or a remake of that one. Like, that was actually decent. But I can't even lie. I'm like really looking at Naughty Dog like, man, where is Jack? Where is Jack? Like, just like they could do something similar, like just reboot Jack 1 and just add new content and everything of that nature, and make it all pretty and whatnot for PS5. That would be definitely awesome. Definitely. So yeah, like, man, Jack, I don't know, for some reason I have like a big, huge love for Jack series. What was it? Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter. Yeah, Jack and Daxter. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like puzzled on why Ratchet and Clank and Jack never really officially crossed over. Like, if you're heavy in the game series, you would know that they hinted toward each other, like, with Easter eggs, but a full-blown crossover would have been awesome. I can't even lie. Like, having Jack and Ratchet just interacting with each other, and Clank and Dex, man, that would have been awesome. That would be awesome, and they could make it in a way of like having a co-op, like both of both worlds in regards to gameplay mechanics and whatnot, and shooting, because the games are very similar if you think about it. Like Jack X, I'm about to say Jack X, Jack and Daxter, I would say they're more of the range of like platforming, open world-ish, like especially the third one I remember. But Ratchet and Clank always been like one-to-one in regards to the story, just go to place and enjoy the story, and the weapons. The weapons were the main thing of Ratchet and Clank. That was awesome. They like had anything if you think about it. Oh, if I remember correctly, you're speaking about the fighting game that was kind of similar to Smash Bros. If anything. Yeah, I remember that one. I'm kind of surprised that Sony never like tried to go back to that, or like try to make another one, because it was actually decent. It was like their own Smash Bros. If anything, they could have really like built upon that and established it. But I think basically when it didn't really do too good on PS3. I think what was on? It was on PS3, PS Vita, and I want to say it was on PS4, but I'm not too sure. I'm gonna say PS3 and Vita. And Vita is a crime, man. It was like it should not have ended so soon. but Sony kind of cannibalized it with those memory cards. Cause man, I remember at one point I wanted a Vita just so I could remote play and play my PS4. And basically, when it came time to go buy the Vita, and I seen how much the memory cards were, I was like, yeah, nah, I can't. Those memory cards were arm and leg, and I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna try, nah. And the way the support from third-party developers were with the Vita, they didn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole because everybody was scared of piracy because of the original PSP, which I can't lie, I was involved in that heavy. Modded my PSP to the max. You couldn't tell me nothing. Yeah. So yeah, this was my first little chat. I'm definitely gonna try to do more of this and try to keep up with it, especially with my streaming too. So yeah, I look forward to it. Just came home, so I'm if I have a chance, I might try to hop on and play something. I might try to play Among Us because I can't lie, it looks intriguing. So I might try to indulge in that right quick before I take a nap, or I should say, go to bed. But yeah, if I don't hop on in a little bit, I'll speak to y'all later. Definitely, probably in the afternoon. I might try to touch Avengers or something. Yeah, definitely might try to touch Avengers. So yeah, talk to y'all in a little bit or later today. Peace.